Hey, this is Rick Kasalich, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, I wanted to go through 5 effective hip strengthening exercises that you can do at home. So I'll get Donnelly to go through the first one, then I'll explain in detail and show you the other 4. So there you go, that ends up being the first one, which is single leg balance. So going back to the start, so you're standing nice and upright. You're going to stand on one leg. So the weight ends up being even on the foot. The balancing leg is slightly bent. And you really want to work on trying to keep the hips square. You're going to hold that position, and that is the exercise. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this exercise, sets are 1. Repetitions, I would start off with 3 repetitions on each side. Time, I would hold this for 10 seconds, the end position, and the intensity ends up being light with this exercise. Now moving on to the second one. The second one is single leg squatting. Good. So starting from the top, so you're standing nice and upright. You're going to stand on one leg, weights even. You're going to bend in the knee, you're bringing that knee forward, hips coming back. With the knee, you're really focusing on it, trying to go over that second toe. And you're really focusing on that hip coming back. You're not staying perfectly upright. And we're working on trying to keep that pelvis square. We don't want it to drop to either side. And you're bending down to about 45 degrees. Perfect. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets end up being 1, repetitions end up being 5 on each side. Time, smooth controlled movement with a quick stop at the bottom position, and the intensity is light. We're looking at really targeting the muscles around the hip, but also the muscles around the knee. Now looking at the third exercise, this is single leg hip hinging. Okay, great. So looking at the starting position, nice and upright. You're going to put your weight on one leg, weights even on the foot. The balanced leg is slightly bent, and the rest of the body is in a good straight line. And then you're returning back to the starting position, really contracting the glutes and secondarily the hamstrings. So good. Upper body is in line with the leg. Head, shoulders, and hips are in a straight line. And then when you return back to that top position, really contracting the glutes and secondarily the hamstrings. Perfect. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, repetitions are 5 on each side. Time is a smooth controlled movement with a quick stop at the top position, but really looking at contracting the glutes like on your way up to that, returning back to the start position. Now the intensity is light. We're really targeting the glutes and secondarily the hamstrings. Now moving on to number 4, this is the side plank, so we're moving down to the mat. Good. And then going back into the starting position. So you're lying on your side, you got your forearm down. Now you're going to tighten up your abdominal area. Good. You're in a straight line from the side here, in a straight line from the front. And we're looking at working that abdominal area, but also working that outer hip area. Good. And coming back down. Good. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity. Sets is 1. Repetitions would be 5. Time would be a hold for 5 seconds at the top position, and the intensity ends up being light to moderate. We're targeting that core area, and we're also targeting that outer hip area with the side plank. And of course, you do it on one side, and you would go through the exercise on the other side. Same with the other 3 that I went through. Now moving on to the 5th and final one, this is single leg bridge. Good. Coming back to the start. So the starting position, you're lying on your back, hands to the side, you're relaxing the upper body. You're going to tighten the abdominal area, push through the heels, bring the hips up, straighten the leg out, Hold that position for a couple seconds, and then bring the leg back and bring your hips back down. Perfect. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, repetitions are usually 3 to 5 times. So I would start off with 3, and then you can progress to 5 on each side. The time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the top position. I would hold the top position for 3 to 5 seconds, and the intensity ends up being light to moderate. We're really targeting the core, but also the glutes and the hamstring area. So there you go. Give those 5 exercises a go if you're looking at strengthening your hips at home. Now, if you have hip pain and are looking for some of my best tips and tricks when it relates to overcoming hip pain and tightness, then what I recommend you do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tricks That Fight Hip Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/hips. Let me know where to send that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.